Now, Ridian, obviously being your first official groupie, I've watched the comments of the judges with great intense curiosity. And I mean, Simon Cowell said you were world class. Sharon last night, or the last Saturday night, said we're looking at the winner, or she hopes we're looking at the winner. I mean, with those kind of comments, none of the other people are getting them. How do you keep going out and churning it out every night? Because when I saw you perform, both kind of dressed up and then in the more torn down version that you did, you struck me, and don't forgive this comparison, but this is a cross between kind of Pavarotti and Freddie Mercury on stage. Genuinely.
There's a mix.
How do you keep your head together with those high comments?
I would have said more Michael Crawford, to be honest with you. But anyway, go on, Ridian.
Yeah, I mean, it's slightly embarrassing, to be honest, Brenda, the comments, because I'm keeping it real. It's only halfway through the competition, and I don't think we can talk about winning the show yet. And I don't know how to look, what to say when they all give me these kind of compliments. But, it's better than having bad compliments. All I can do is work hard throughout the week, ready for the performance, and try and give a good delivery. It's overwhelming that I've got Simon's back in and now Sharon Osbourne's, who would have thought. But yeah, I mean, the nature of the show, this week we got Disco Week, and I'm singing Go West by Pet Shop Boys.
Fantastic. You'll have to camp it up, you know.
Well, exactly. It's really appealing to the Pink Pound this week. But it's not really. I trained as a classical stroke opera singer, and I've never really done Pet Shop Boys repertoire before.
No, it'd be interesting to see your take on it, though. Because I reckon you could sing anything.
Well, I'm, as a professional singer, you've got to be able to adapt. And, it's a good test for me. I'm enjoying the process. We get to work with the best stylists, best choreographers in the world. And I'm very, very blessed and privileged to be in this position, because it could have so easily gone wrong. Just one rejection at the initial auditions, and I wouldn't be here. So I've got lots to thank for.
I want to ask you about Powys, where you're from originally. Is that how you pronounce it?
Powys, yeah, mid-Wales.
But what is it? Is it a little bit like Glandui Breffy, in Little Britain? Or is it a big village, or what is it like?
It's very, very similar to Llandewi Brefi, actually.
I love the way he says that. Say that again.
That's very sexy, yeah.
Llandewi Brefi.
Llandewi Brefi. Is it?
It's funny because David Walliams was there on Saturday.
That's why I'm asking you about it, because I had to smile to myself when I heard that David Walliams, who's a friend of Danny Minogue, asked could he have a private meeting with you. Well, I won't say private meeting, but he wanted to meet you. He wanted to meet you. And there was a couple of things that struck me. One way, are you going to appear in Llandewi Brefi in a sketch with David at some stage in the future? And this may interest you, but did you know that the Irish name for Wales is Ambraten Viog, which translated into English is Little Britain?
You're joking.
No, I'm not.
Well, it's obviously meant to be then, but I mean, as long as I don't appear as David's other half, I'm fine.
Sure, why not?
But, it's lovely. I mean, David Walliams is obviously a big star, and he spoke to me about appearing in a sketch. And
he did?
Whether anything will materialise, I don't know. But obviously my focus is on the show at the moment, and my ambition, of course, is to get a record contract with Sony. So that's all I'm striving to do at the moment. I mean, to meet these kind of people is amazing.
Isn't it? Because, I mean, if you think about it, you just came from... You're studying in university at Birmingham, isn't that correct?
That's right, but the Birmingham Conservatoire, the music school there, yeah.
And all of a sudden you go for an audition and you're plucked from obscurity. In effect, I don't mean that in a negative way. Now, obviously you're a singer, and anybody who knows you would know you're a superb singer and a brilliant performer. But now you have an international audience is what you're going to have out of this if you take into consideration YouTube. So you're out there and everybody can see you and hear you and know what you have to offer the world.
A big change, but that's what... You have to take risks in life, and nothing ventured, nothing gained, have I got that the right way around? Yeah. And, and I thought, well, shall I do it? Because I'm going to get shunned and dissed by my classical sort of peers, because it's just not opera to go into a reality TV show.
No, that's snobbery, sine nobilitas. That's all that is about, Ridian. That's people who think because they, it should be done this way, but if they got the chance, they'd take it too, so I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah, well, the fact is, I took the decision, and I've worked jolly hard to get there, because what the public on behind the TV don't realize, watching TV don't realize, is that we have to go through 3 rounds before you get to the celebrity panel, and then a further 7 rounds before you get to the final. Now, you only see 3 rounds in the whole entirety before we get onto the live shows. So it's a long process, and I'm just so glad and grateful that I've been put in this position, because it's enabled me to get my voice and my music out there.
I missed it last Saturday. We're going to play it now. We have an extract from it. We have it because Brenda brought it to my attention on Monday, and I said we'll have to get to talk to Ridian, and here we are talking to Ridian. And in fact, never mind Brenda being the first official groupie, we're going to be your first official groupie program. Yeah. That's probably a first in itself.
I love you for that. I love you. I love Brenda, and I love you all, because I seriously mean it. I love the Irish. I do concerts out in Ireland. I often go on the border there in Newry and perform with their male voice choir. And I'm telling you, there's something lovely about the Irish, and we have sort of a connection with the Welsh as well, don't we? And I really appreciate your support.
Well, Ridian, I'm just wondering, when you win, not if you win,
when you win,
you will come into our show and sing a song for us. Will you do that?
I really, I would love to. I'd love to.
Brilliant.
And you'll be interested to know that Paddy Power, the bookies here, have you at 8 to 15 on, so you're the favourite. And in fact, they're so confident that you're going to win, they've even set up another book for the other contestants minus you to see where they come, which is unusual enough in itself. So listen, Ridian, the very best of luck. We look forward to seeing you singing on Saturday night one of the Pet Shop Boys numbers. And a final question before you leave is, what was it like singing in front of Louis, You Raise Me Up, given that Westlife had a massive hit with it?
It was fab, and he gave me some lovely comments. And Louis is such great crack off stage. We get on like a house on fire, and it's just, again, because he's Irish. I think I haven't met one bad, nasty Irish person. All the Irish people I come across are lovely. You guys are no exception, so thanks so much for ringing.
You're more than welcome. Best of luck, Ridian. We'll talk to you again. Best of luck on Saturday night at X Factor. That's Ridian Roberts. You can catch him on X Factor on ITV and TV3 this coming weekend. And here he is singing You Raise Me Up from last week's show.